Good evening, everyone. It's a new place. We never been here before, same as you. Thanks, Baltse. Huge thanks for making this happen. Who is first time here? Who doesn't know what's going to happen? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Geographically or physically?
Good. Yeah, in the city, yes. First time on the product meetup. Can we erase so I can count? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, quite many. Well, welcome. Hopefully you will enjoy. We have two great speakers today. One is Nauris, who's sitting right here. He'll be the first one. And second, we will have Laura. I cannot see her here, but most probably she will come sometime later on. But yes, I'm already excited to hear what they're going to say, because I'm a bit biased. I've worked with both of these fantastic people, and that's why, yes, you're going to have a treat today. But we have an agenda today as well, and I have to say a bit more words why we organize this kind of events. We do it every second month, and the whole idea is to create a community so that you can meet great people, you can enjoy some snacks, have a chat, don't, be a lone wolf. Please socialize, speak, bump into each other and speak some ideas. This is why we do it. And we hope that something that Nauris or Laura will tell you today will be useful and you can apply it. Maybe if you have more questions, then reach out to them and ask something directly. I hope they will not mind. And of course, I would like to tell more about Chili Labs. So my name is Vyacheslav. I'm CEO of Chili Labs, and we do mobile apps for 8 years. 2 weeks ago, we had our 8th birthday. Sorry, no cake today. But we do it with native, with Flutter. We do all stages like design, the development, and many more. And the spoiler, we did the app for Nauris and the app for Laura as well. So yes, as I said, we are a bit biased. And we are always looking for great people. And if you think that this is applicable to you, feel free to scan QR code or open the website and apply. And yes, or chat to me, to Lilian, or to many people who are here constantly, who are from Chili Labs, and they will tell you how it is, not from my words, but hear them out. So yes, let's go to agenda. We have first speaker. We will have him for an hour. So approximately the last 10 minutes or close to that, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have a question, please keep it till the end. And then, you will have a chance to do that. Then we will have 15 minutes break where we will socialize. And then we will have Laura speaking. And then we will have another 40 minutes of networking. So please don't run away and use this time just to chat with friendly people. Yeah, so Nauris, please.
All right.
Yes, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Vyacheslav. Hi everyone, it's great to see that these events happen. So this is first time when I'm a product meetup, but it's already 10th, so I'll do respect to the Chili Labs for organizing this. Today, let's talk about ideas, let's talk about innovation. I know that innovation is already buzz for some time and everyone is talking about it, so I will keep talking about it also today, so sorry. I will try to be as practical as possible because I don't like to think theoretically and just hypothetically, and that actually there's something that you can take. So hopefully you will have some takeaways from this as well. little bit about me. I don't know all of you, only actually few of you. So I have worked last 8-9 years in the fintech field, mainly in 2 companies in Twino for a long time, and also for DelfinGroup for the last 2 years. Before that, I also were working on the Riga Satiksme on a lot of interesting projects in IT field, also the intelligent vehicle systems and part of that. In parallel, somehow it happened that I started to do also some academical experience. A few years ago, I started to, I created fintech course and performed it on the Bank Augstskola. And this year already we advanced on the next level in the Riga Business School. We are creating fintech business education module. So that's something that you can look up. It's a Baltic Finance Center, which is creating education for fintech. So that's the new topic. And yeah, I like innovation. I like fintech especially, and I like to give back my knowledge, what I know, and hopefully it will be helpful to you. A little bit about the company which I represent. Most likely not everyone has heard about DelfinGroup, but then you go, oh yeah, Banknote, that's something maybe you have seen actually. What's that? Yeah, so our biggest brand is Banknote. You can see it in a lot of corners in the Riga. So we are fintech, Latvian fintech company. We have 3 main business lines, the consumer lending, pawn lending, and the retail of pre-owned goods. So that's what we do. We are listed on the exchange, on Nasdaq exchange here in Baltic. We are one of the market leaders in the field of consumer and pawn lending. And we are actively starting to promote circular economy, which I will tell about a bit later. We want to be the flagship on who actually promotes the secondary life and extended life for used items. And yes, you can see we have a mobile app. We will see that a bit later as well, because I cannot say that without the guests here, without the host here. So our mission, just briefly, so actually what we're trying to achieve, we want to be the best place for financial services, for everyday financial services and sustainable consumption. And so there are 2 missions, what we do two things that we are trying to achieve. Currently, we are operating in Latvia mainly, but we started our operations in Lithuania end of the last year, and we plan to expand on Europe later, also in next years. That's a little bit about my company and myself. Now let's switch to innovation. So actually, where to start the innovation? That's most likely is question which everyone would like to know. Hopefully, I hope it will work. Yeah, so it's usually something that the company understands that we are behind the curve. We have to keep up with this. And there is some kind of trigger which says that, okay, we have to innovate. So what to do? In DelfinGroup's case, it was that supervisory board understood that there is already business that has been around for 10 years, but not much has happened on the innovation side. And they looked for the person who can be a trigger and main driver for innovation. That's something that I saw as an opportunity for myself, and also a big potential for the company to come into the company and try to drive this innovation stream. That's why I'm here. Of course, there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of interesting lessons learned, and I will try to give you 5 lessons learned from my experience throughout this process, how to implement innovation in the company, which has been in the market for more than 10 years. So may the innovation be with all of you and me. So, continuing with the space or universe, that was actually the first thing which I created when I came into the company. I had to understand where company are, what is the status of the company. And this is a real Miro board where I created like DelfinGroup Innovation Universe with the main target to understand what we have, what we need to implement to actually what I have seen from the practice. I was very brutal about it. That's why actually I saw that we are not even average. We have to catch up with the average market. So I would say that now we are average market player. We are not yet the innovative organization. That's something that we will become only next year. And I wanted to set this mindset for everyone that, okay, yes, we know we are not the best, we are not the innovative, but that's something we will get over the years. And I created such board about the IT, about the data team, about the marketing, about the finance. So from all what I have seen in previous years, I just put my knowledge here. By my surprise, not a lot of these notes have actually been added afterwards. Mostly what has been happening that those become from to do to done. So all of those were like yellow first. So now this was updated something I think in the beginning of this year. So we have done quite a lot to move on, and this is something that keeps me grounded. How much we still have to do and what we can do about this. And here comes the first lesson learned, that there should be a supportive platform. There should be support from top management. Because if you kind of want to innovate and then someone said, okay, you will innovate, yeah, so start to innovate, and there is no like support or nothing, then that's fail already. So there should be infrastructure, there should be resources to actually start to foster the innovative thinking. And as this initiative to add chief innovation Chief Innovation Officer position was from supervisory board, I felt a strong backing of that. And otherwise I wouldn't be there for 2 years if I just kind of try to do something and there is no one who supports me. So I have support. I know that where we are, what is the current status, it's not really good, I will be honest. So we have to do a lot of work. So the next is, of course, what to do, how to do. So how to find the right process, how to innovate. Because the innovation could go either ways. And the first obvious idea was, okay, let's look the international experience, so what we can do. And I looked on innovation ISO standard 56002, which is in a nutshell, it's something like this. I thought, okay, this is great. Yeah, there is context of the organization. Yeah, there are issues, culture, collaboration makes sense. There should be leadership. That we should do some vision, strategy. Let's do that, and then let's do this small operations part and all that part. It seemed like a great framework. It didn't work. I went to the employees. I showed them the picture. This is what we will do. They say, okay, what is that? So. And then that's one thing that I understood, that I have to explain in simpler terms. For me, it's quite clear, but for like everyday employees, it's not clear. So, okay, I took that as a feedback from the employees that this is something that they kind of look, yeah, it's very great, but I don't understand. Yeah, so let's move on. And I created the next version of the process. Which looks something like that. That's again, it's not very nice because it's my work in progress, the Miro board. So I created something bit more adjusted to our company, not only the standard from the international, yeah, but what could work in our company. Yeah? So here we can see that ideas can come from strategy, ideation, brainstorms, external, internal points. There are types of innovation like product, service, process, model, method. I will show actually example of each of them a bit later. Those all ideas come into the innovation or vision layer. I had a vision that we need innovation committee where there is people who actually decide, okay, this is good idea, this is bad idea, let's do this, approve or decline, and decide on the priorities. On the both sides, there is thesis about the innovation just to get everyone in the right mindset, so how we are doing innovation. And also we outline the barriers, so what may go wrong. And then there are some documentation package, okay, how we should do it, and there is documentation which you should submit to the innovation committee, and then it's very bureaucratic. It looks bureaucratic, actually it was much easier. Yeah. Also, what I wanted that we actually split how much we are doing the incremental innovation, how much we are doing adjacent innovation, and how much we are doing transformatory innovation. Yeah? So it's like 70-20. So incremental, it's that something that you do over a few weeks. Adjacent, it's something that it's a project-based, and transformation, it changes your business totally. Yeah? And then from this, there are separate flows. Yeah, then incremental, it's the like usual. It could be sprint, it could be quarter, it could be months, it could be something like that. There is like Kanban or Scrum, whatever. Project management, there is some kind of project management. And one idea was also to create actually research and development, which is more like the long shot ideas, which we should also do. As you can see that it's not filled. Actually, we have this flow, but it's not here yet. And then, of course, there are tools who support that and metrics, how we measure that. Quite a lot, but it was much better to explain because I had to explain the innovation layer only to the one part of the company, execution layer, some separate parts for other part of the company. Yeah? So it failed. Again, it's too complicated. The last approach which currently we are using, it's simpler. It's something like this. It's something similar like in previous, just not so much boxes and information. Yeah? So still the input is strategy, brainstorms, external, internal. It all comes to we are using Asana for this. Yeah? So it comes to the project, and then we just split into the roads and in processes like experiments, roadmaps, projects, new business line or research and development, and then only part of the company. Okay, this is quite simple. Everyone looks on that. It's quite understandable, and this is something that we are keeping now. Still, you can see this line. These are two parts which are still struggling, so it's not so easy to implement R&D and new business lines. But these things are something that we are actually doing quite a lot as a routine work. Yeah? So we are experimenting, we are creating roadmaps for next quarter, and we are doing projects. So lesson learned. Second one, culture. Nothing new. Culture is the backbone of any process. So if you don't have the culture which supports and enables these processes, then that will be an issue for you. Then again, there are several culture approaches. Here you can see few of them. And there are no one which is like will guarantee you the innovation. Yeah? So you can see the Google culture, you can see the 3M culture, you can see the Apple culture. Yeah? So none of them guarantees that if you will work in a garage that you will innovate, or you will work on Google's office you will innovate, or if you will have the chemistry lab that you will create great innovations. Yeah? So still it means that it's a long-term commitment. There is no guarantee of success. That's something that management has to understand. So managers, if you put your money on the innovation, don't expect returns in the short term. You may be lucky, but usually not. And there is patience and persistence needed to keep on. Let's try, let's small things, bigger things, and let's try doing that. In my case, as a company was not in the mood of innovation and the culture was not there, so my choice was to lead by example. So to be the main driver, to show things, how to do, how to think about innovation, explain that. So I was setting the pace. So let's do how fast we are doing experiments, how fast we are doing some projects, how we are doing. I tried to be hands-on as much as possible. Guntis will not allow me to lie. I was testing application myself. I was reporting bugs, fixing, testing, doing all because I was into that, and I tried to drag also the team with me. So yeah, I was trying to inspire others by putting quite a high quality this barrier, so that we will not be mediocre, we will not be average, we will try to our best. I was trying to change the things how team sees how it should happen. So but not like because I said so, but just showing why it's better or why it's different or why we should do like that. And my main approach is that I'm leading with actions. I'm not trying to convince. I'm trying actually, let's do this. Not just talking about it or saying who will do that. Yeah. So, and for this, I'm not sure that who has seen this movie yet. It's quite a tough one about the Vietnam War, but there is this general who said that he will be the first on the field and last on the field. And that's my approach, that I will be first on the field and last off the field. Yeah. So just to lead, that I'm ready to go with my team or whatever it takes, and I will not back off. Yeah. So, and that has over 2 years now I have worked in this, and I see that the dynamic in company has changed. So they are ready. They are thinking a bit more different, but we will get there. So it's still not where I want to see the team there. Third, lesson learned. Even in challenging environments, most of you most likely also have a lot of challenges in companies. The proactive leadership, it means proactive, it's not that you are talking much, but actually doing much, can spark a significant innovation. And so even though there is limitations, if you lead by example, if you are hands-on, if you are actions-based, then you will inspire your team and you will actually motivate yourself to move on and do things. The next is, let's share some wisdom from fruit company. Yeah, so they have done great in the last 20 years or so. Apple believes that delivering high quality products always beat MVPs, so it goes totally against the agile. I had a discussion with the agile experts, but Apple can allow that. Yeah, so they have their brand, to protect. They are known for quality, so that's their mantra. They don't want to create fast MVPs. May not be applicable for most of the companies in the world. Yeah, so. The second is that internal expert design reviews provide so much more value than external customer feedback. So trust your employees, they will give you more feedback. And the external feedback could create too much noise. Again, bit counterintuitive because everyone is trying to talk with clients, getting feedback and so on. Yeah, so that's something that you should, that's not my mantra. So also we are talking with clients. Yeah. But one which I want to maybe talk a bit more is the third one. The top-down decision-making is much better and faster than creating consensus. And it is especially important in the companies which are not innovative mindset driven. This was my first mistake. I thought that I will just gather everything together. Let's talk, let's brainstorm, let's create great ideas, and then let's go and implement. And I tried one time, second time, and there are no ideas. I cannot get out the ideas of them. I'm just thinking, okay, I can sit with CEO and think much better ideas than this, than creating consensus. Yeah? So, and this is something that I tried to apply in this, because it's not my belief, because I want the team is involved and create this consensus, but there are situations when it's not possible. So when you have to be brutal about this, okay, let's take the top down till company is ready to actually create consensus from bottom. And there are some pluses and some minuses. Yeah? The pluses are speed and efficiency, because the only decision maker are you. So let's do like this. So let's not create like 3 meetings to discuss the design, everything. I said this, okay, let's do that. The next is there's clear vision and direction, because again, it's you who are creating, or some small amount of people who are creating this. And there is strong leadership and accountability, because yeah, that's something that we decided, let's do it. So there is no one else accountable, or no one else is responsible for that. The minuses you have to evaluate, because those are also strong minuses. The limited employee input will create no engagement, so that's an issue. So you have to see where your company. There are potential for bottlenecks, because if you have to decide everything, then there are not enough hours per day to decide all the things you need to decide. And the biggest of all is the risk of disconnect, that you will just think, okay, we are doing great project and great product, and then someone just said, okay, this is shit, what you are doing actually. Yeah, so there is a lot of risks on that. So I tried to mix kind of it was still top-down approach, so fourth lesson learned. It's still top-down approach. It can lead to rapid innovation because it's much faster. But there are a lot of buts as well. Yeah? So it should be applied smart, because there are sometimes when you can actually try to build this consensus, sometimes when you can just drive the top-down decision. Yeah? So you have to know your team, you have to know your people, you have to know where to do what. Moving on, yeah. So in the last few years, we have done quite a lot of innovations or some feature advancements. This is again work in progress, not very beautiful, but this is how I try to keep track record of what we have implemented in our product lines. Yeah, so, for example, here we can see consumer loan product line. Yeah, so new mobile app, Yeah. And this is the e-commerce site, yeah, so where it's some things are still in progress, so it's not that visible here. The gray ones are that's something that is in progress, and the black ones something that we have implemented. And my idea why I created this was just to show everyone how we are evolving over the time, because usually you are just delivering and you actually don't know how much you have delivered. So I wanted very visual aspect of that to show, okay, actually in the last half a year or year we have done a lot of great things. Here they are, yeah? And there are again incremental, which is the roadmap based, and what we have done like smaller features, and there are some adjacent, which is like bigger projects. So we are still moving on. So this is just to keep us grounded from one side that we have still road to go. At the other side, we have done a great job and we have implemented things. Moving to what we have implemented and some examples of what I previously said from each of the innovation types. I will start with method innovation. What we did, we rebuilt our mobile app. The previous one was, I'm sorry, disgusting. Yeah, that was something that I came in, okay, no, please don't show me this. Yeah. I'll do respect the people who tried to implement it, but it wasn't a good idea. So we actually took the professionals here and implemented totally new mobile app. We didn't even think about to try to build the same app. It was totally new app. And this was just deleted. I think a few weeks ago we even deleted the repositories not to think about it anymore. When we did this, we didn't change the functionality. It was like the functionality-wise, it was one-to-one. Yeah. So there was nothing like that. We enhanced it a lot at the moment of the launch. What we saw actually was that how much the method can impact the user engagement. This is installed audience in Google Play, so I was too lazy to put also the App Store, but the Google Play shows the trend. Yeah, so here we can see this is here when we launched our app. Yeah, so you can see the releases which has been done over the last. So we released at the end of October last year. There was some strange actually uptrend already but we have grown significantly. That I think it was 3 something, 4. It's like 50% growth over this time. Here you can see the drop because Google Play just kicked us out of the Google Store for some reason, which we were trying to solve for, I think, a month. Yeah, and then it was just one wrong checkbox in the filling all the application, and yeah, that was quite a drop there, but then we gained back the users. So the method innovation, how you do things, how you offer things to your customers, that's something that changes also perspective about yourself. Then based on this, that we had this cool new mobile app, we actually kept building on that, and we did a product innovation. It's a credit line with virtual card. That's something that wouldn't be possible without the previous innovation, the method innovation, because I wouldn't try to build something like that into the old mobile app. It would be just nightmare. So we created a totally new product. We added in our product line, and through the mobile app, we created the option that average loan application fill time, it's approximately 3 minutes. So just to start from beginning to end, the 97% who start to apply, they finish. So the user interface was so good that they just next, finish. Okay, I have submitted application. Then in 20 seconds, they receive the evaluation of if their application is approved or rejected. And if everything goes fine, then the sunny day scenario is that when you start the application till you get the money or card, it's like 5-minute job for you. Yeah? So you just start, and 5 minutes you have either money in your bank account, or you have a card which you can add to the Apple Pay or Google Pay, or withdraw to bank account. Yeah? So this just unlocked for us totally new opportunities which we didn't have before. Yeah, so we could do that also on the web application, but then again, who wants to add Apple Pay from web application? It's somehow messy. It could be done, but yeah. So that's the product innovation which we did. It took for us 4 or 5 months to do that, and I was very hands-on. I was testing, working, checking, going through the Apple Pay certification. Someone has went through that? Apple Pay, it's a nightmare to go through that certification, right? Google, it was easy, like just to fill in some applications because they're part of the Apple Pay. 800 test scenarios from Apple, crazy. Yeah, but we did that. The next thing which we launched quite recently is a service innovation. We created totally new service, digital pawn shop. That's something that is unique in Europe and actually in the world, because there are not much of such kind of services provided to the clients. So how it works is that old way was that you have to go to the physical branch, you wait in the queue, submit application, item for appraisal, then you get then you can get the loan. Yeah. The new way is that you short online form, then you just get the pre-offer of your item appraisal, and you can decide you want to do something or not. In old way, you had to bring this physical item, so you had to take your washing machine and then go to the branch. So here you can actually, in the new way, you cannot send it to the parcel machine still, yeah, but you can at least get the evaluation. But you can actually send your old iPhone and just sell it to us, so we can refurbish it, and I will tell about the business line a bit later. Or you can receive final rating and decide about the remote transaction. You don't actually have to go to the branch at all, so you can do all remotely. If it goes to the parcel machine, then you can send everything for selling us or pawning us in remotely. And then, yeah, money usually was paid out in the cash in the branch. In the new way, it's that it's transferred instantly to your bank account. Yeah. So totally new service. Totally new service, not only in Latvia, totally new service in Europe and other regions as well. The next type of innovation, the process innovation. This is something that we are still work in progress. So this is like a sneak peek for our future. Don't take the photos because there will be more text yet. So we are doing AI enhancement. We are implementing tool how to enhance information in your e-commerce site. And there are 3 aspects, actually 4 aspects of that. The first is personalized item description based on customer data. I will show it later how it is meant to work. The next is that we are personalizing attributes of item based on the item type. So those who work on the e-commerce knows that if you have to kind of like register a new item, you have to know attributes, you have to enter them, and then there are filters and all that. We are doing all that extraction by AI. So for example, I say I have the iPhone 15, and it will extract all the attributes and generate text about it. So humans don't have to interact at all with that. So, and the next part of it is that, yeah, this is that part. And the next is that personalized recommendations based on the customer behavior. That's not something new actually, because there are recommendations, but those recommendations are based on the rules. So someone just write the rules. All recommendations will be based on the AI's perspective. So how AI thinks which could be the next thing that you would like to buy. So that's a bit different prediction approach, and that will be there. And then one thing which we also are quite excited, not sure that it will be useful, but we are excited about it. It's a shopping assistant where you can just like ChatGPT, I need a new phone, I like big screens, and it will just offer you the best of our assortment. What could you like? Yeah? And we tested it with interesting scenario. We tested in the back end, I like to buy phone for my children. And the interesting thing that it found in our assortment, not only mobile phones, but also the watches which could be used. So it understood the context, not only the mobile phones you want, actually you want something that can communicate with your children, wants to communicate with you, or just messaging. Yeah? So it gives bigger perspective. And on the process, yeah, this is the part of the text, because I just put it bigger. So the idea is that, for example, if based on Google Analytics, we see that this is a person who is 25, 30 years old, we give a bit more tech-savvy description. If we see that it's, let's say, senior, 60, 65, we give it a bit more simple wording there in description. And that's intelligence, how to try to just explain the same item based on the type of the person who has come to the page. So, and I see this a lot of potential, because usually that's interesting to see that this text is customized for you as a person, not like generic text for all. Yeah? So maybe for seniors, one UI core 5 will say nothing. Yeah, for Gen Z, it's one UI core 4 or 5. That's cool. Yeah, so that's something that we also are doing. And then the last and the most complicated from innovation perspective is a business model innovation. And also one thing which is coming soon from our side is refurbished item business line. This is the overall circular vision for electronics. So how we can reuse the electronics, just extend the value chain for it. And so that you can use some parts of some broken phones. You can put it somewhere else. You can do end of life, just scrap metal and so on. And then one part is actually life extension, and that's the part which we will focus. We will focus to give second life to we start with mobile phones, then we will go to the laptops, so that the people who don't need anymore their old phones, they can just sell it to us. We will refurbish. We will, based on the manufacturer's recommendations, repair it and put it in the nice box, clean it and do all that, put it in the nice box and resell in the secondary market. That's how we intend to. We already have a lot of mobile phones. Mobile phones is one of the biggest, which actually the pre-owned items which we are receiving. So we are receiving a lot of them. Currently, we are not doing this part. This is not us yet. Yeah. So, but we will do the checks. We will do the certification. We will do the sensor checks. We have technology which you can check all of the sensors and get, I think, 50 parameters about what's wrong with the phone or what's right with the phone. Then put into the nice banknote, the box, and put it out for the sale. So that's something that we intend to implement in the market soon as well. LMT actually launched it recently. I was quite pissed about that because they're doing the same what we try to do. But okay, it's a competition. Ciao. So to just sum up, I'm almost in time. Lesson learned 1. You need a supportive platform. You need support from the top management, from supervisory board, management board, whatever. Otherwise, the innovation will not work. If you will say someone just sit there and innovate, it will not happen. The lesson learned number 2 is that culture is a backbone, but then again, there are different kind of cultures, and you can decide which fits the most for your company. In my case, it was lead by example culture. The third is that this lead by example, it can actually enable a lot of innovation. It can, even if you see that there is no use of that, it still works, and it will inspire your team. And the top-down approach could work if there are no innovative mindset in company, but still apply it smart, because it can fire back quite bad. Yeah? So it should be applied smart. And lesson learned number 5. To innovate, you don't need perfect process, culture, resources, infrastructure. You just need to start. Whatever is there, you just need to start, and you will see where it will lead you. As you see from my experience, we tried different processes, we tried different approaches, we tried different teams, everything, but our main success was that we actually started. And just to finish my presentation, I think this is a quite good reference on the movie. Yeah? So if you build it, they will come. So also you may be in the cornfield alone trying to innovate, but if you will actually start to do it, then they will come and they will start to innovate as well. Thank you very much. I hope it was good.
Okay.
If there are questions.
That is great. This one, right? Oh, okay. Different one, yes. Let's start.
There is a saying, culture follows structure. What kind of structural changes, systemic changes you have made? Amazing job, by the way.
Yeah, we have 2 challenges in the structural changes. The one challenge is that we are growing fast. We have grown like 3 times in the past 3 years. So it means the one that we have to restructure to support our growth without innovation even, so just the business growth. The second is that we had to bit change the team members because there was clearly blockers. And I was not afraid of that. So my saying is that if you are dealt with bad cards, then just fold and take a new cards. Yeah? So, and if you cannot reach the goals which you want to reach, then just look on that. So we had to make some changes, but organizationally, actually, the more the growth was something that enabled us, or not able, actually pushed us to change. I hope that answers.
Right, great. Yeah, one more.
You mentioned a story where you tried to innovate a bottom-up approach and it didn't work. So my question is, how many people did you try to bring together for innovation?
It was not that I bring like 100 people together and then try to get consensus. It was different teams. So there are like several streams of the people, several projects and experiments. And I tried to put together different teams. Some teams actually could build that consensus, but most of them couldn't. So mostly it was 5, 6, 7, not more. Yeah.
And then how many of them did use your product before as users?
As users?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe 50%, which I know. So not all of them.
Mm-hmm. So my theory just is maybe some people who are not users of the system or your product, it's hard to innovate for them.
Yeah,
such as
there is this bias issue because usually those people, even if they don't use, they build the products. They don't know, actually they know very well the product, but they know from like different side of that, from different angle. Yeah, and this bias issue is something that I'm not sure that Laura will tell about Innovation Sprint. You will tell about Innovation Sprint? Yeah, okay, so she will show because they are doing it with better style. We are doing the same. We are actually bringing together people to innovate and in the teams, but Laura will tell about the approach. We are doing the same, just not that cool.
Okay, thanks.
We have time for one more. Do we have? All right, so
I guess this slide, eh?
yes. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nauris. It was really cool. It is. Yes, so we have 15 minutes. If you were too shy to ask your questions, Nauris is still here. Yeah, please go ahead and ask him. And yeah, let's have 15 minutes break, and then we will have Laura.